Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Gathers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll start this drive with a pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
Got room at the 35. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out in the air and gave it back to his offense.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Give to the running back. Still running at the 40. They've got the defense reeling. Big play to the 29.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They'll run this play from the pistol. He leaves it with the back. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Coming after it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Tell you what, as a defensive lineman, I didn't care if I got a sack in 2 seconds or 10 seconds. You could tell he just kept pursuing the quarterback, kept chasing. All that matters is I got him on the ground, and you can go to the sideline and go, that's 1 sack for the day, baby.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Leaves it with the back. Smashes through. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defensively, I know what they want to do here, right? They're backed up. Do they want to pass the football? No, because they don't want to get hit in the backfield with the quarterback and give up a safety. So I know they want to run the football, give them some breathing room to call some other plays. That's why I can be a little bit more aggressive. Really good job by the...
And now the ball, that'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Going to the running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Got his man in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. First down to start the drive after the break. The give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to the ground with the running back. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He'll toss it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. 3:25. Looking for space. It's Thorne. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that in throw.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, 4th down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day. This one from 23. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over USC. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Off play action. Buying some time. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. And the Seminoles get enough for the first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, no. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Florida State, 16. LSU, 6.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into half.
Oh, what a grab by the defense.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The RPO, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And with another big play, he's over the 100-yard mark. A lot of times when you look in the box score at the end of the game, whoever rushes for 100 yards, a lot of times they win the football game. This guy's been able to create big plays, and that's why his team's been successful on offense.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10, here he comes. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense.
He's off to the races. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season. And it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gathers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Going up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking.
Brings up second down.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the fake. Looking to scram. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force out of bounds.
Because they were able to get the sack like back and quarterback throw the football. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Better job up front right there. That run was due to the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
Take over.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Moving out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
and have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Green 25.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, it's...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gathers. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watched...
All kinds of running room. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's at the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
If you heard that sound, that was the sound of me throwing my clipboard. My goodness, how do I stop this offense? This guy is so dynamic. And what stinks about it is they snap it to the quarterback every play. Running back, I can try to take him out of the game. Receivers, I can try to take out of the game. Quarterback always touching the football, and when he can do this, good luck stopping.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll run it again. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Florida State 30, LSU 20.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Going for the big play. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's gathered. I know he thinks he can house it. But sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Looking left. Got his man. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 30, LSU 27.
bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. The Noles will keep this drive going.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
The Seminoles have this offense rolling. Right back to the well. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going up top. And he's got it inside the 25. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
37, LSU, 27.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score.
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's Westbrook. It's caught downfield. Racing down the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Second down.
He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The quick out. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. LSU right back to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. The defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapted. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
LSU, 34.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Basic connection. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Back to pass, it's Westbrook. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The give to the lone running back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They're going to test the right side with this. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.